1. Don't be trite. Real names, no gimmicks. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. We've got a boogie. I'm on the way. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Guess who's back, back again.
Munch, he's back. Tell your friends.
Guess who's back, 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 guess who's back.
Oh, good evening, my fellow friends. How are you guys this evening? Here's Munch. That's right, A1. You know, I just figured I'd get on here and, do a little something. And I'm not sure what we're really going to talk about, but definitely want to make sure everybody's day was okay. Oh, it's 6:17 where you are. Well, it's 9:18 where I am. I have to eat late because our housemate works till closing time. Come on, you can nitpick, Connie. You can nitpick. That's fine.
Oh God, Tina's in here.
Miss A1 said hello, Tammy.
What's up?
So, how has everyone's day been so far? You guys all have a good day? So we're going to get on to a little bit of subject tonight. I did a bit of listen to a little bit of Andrew's live this afternoon or this morning when I got home from my group sessions. Okay. Because I still have to work on myself. I can't let bullshit bother me. But sometimes that happens. Hello, Beth Ann. Good evening. So, I can't let shit bother me, but sometimes it does, because when people go blah, 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 half the time what comes out of their mouth is bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit. So when I noticed that this morning, I believe Mama Bear got up on panel with Andrew and, they were going back and forth. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, so I don't want to really, really get into it because I'm not quite sure what was talked about, what was said, who said what. Da, 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 da. So, needless to say, it comes down to that thing to where when you ask Andrew questions, he doesn't want to answer them. He beats around the bush, eyes in the bushes. Eyes in the bushes. In the beginning, I was included in that Tennessee trip. Needless to say, I've never been to Tennessee.
Tina.
Never been to Tennessee.
I fell asleep listening to you.
Who said that?
Tina.
Who?
Tina.
Tina has a pina? She fell asleep she fell asleep to my voice. Oh, isn't that so sweet of you, Tina?
She said mooch.
Mooch. Really? Mooch? Hi, Goofy Goober. So I take your word, he got trolls. That didn't take long. Boy, but for somebody who's only using YouTube just to really mess around, I got a lot of trolls. I do. I got a lot of trolls. I don't know why. That was weird. You were initially included. I know it was weird. And I've never been to Tennessee, and I never met Andrew. I didn't meet Andrew until after they came back from Tennessee. So explain that one to me. Not unless there's a fucking a twin like me. But let me tell you something. They're not going to be as bad as me. Okay.
420 said otherwise.
But 420 says otherwise, of course. Which that's near or there. It's here or say whatever. I really don't care. All I know is I wasn't in Tennessee. I've never driven a Penske truck, maybe a U-Haul, but that's for my own moving purposes.
Writing one.
You're gonna want to pull some stuff up on this.
Get the writing one.
But other than that, riddle me this on that one hum. What hum?
Oh, that's not the one.
What do you want me to riddle you, A1?
The red shirt.
Yeah, but it's not the same shirt.
I can riddle you anything you want as long as it does not include pink panties. I cannot wear the pink panties tonight.
But I have something in store at another date.
Yeah, she's got something up her sleeve, and I agreed to it. So you girls will get a show, okay? But other than that, my day was fine. Like I said, I did my group. I did my sessions today. I went to a meeting tonight, which was a very good meeting, and not right away, but I'm going to get into a little something tonight. It comes down to everybody always wants to see receipts, documentation, proof. What kind of literature, do you know of? Facts. The sad thing about it is, when you have a couple different people on your panel and that personally that have dealt with certain things, it's nice to have people like that because they can do a lot of research and find out a lot of different things. And these things that you research on, they're called facts. Yes, I did. We went on a fact finding mission, is what I did.
Also, I personally.
And Miss Tammy personally experienced it for a while. So needless to say, when people say that they are something when they actually aren't, it's a shame because, I was originally going to save this for a later date, but I figured, you know what? We're going to get started on this. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to find out because there are things that we're going to learn down the road. And I want to make it my business to. Yes, Tammy is the brain bomb. She is a fanatic when it comes to research and facts and all that. I hate to say it, but it's true. If some people would spend, if some people would spend more time on getting true facts and the truth, maybe that YouTube community that they deal with, on the other hand, would probably be a little bit better,
Her muffins are in there.
But the ones that I feel sorry for, and I will bring it up, are animals, dogs, cats, whatever, horses. I know there's certain ones out there that were accused of animal abuse and shit like that, which is fine. It is what it is. It's not fine to abuse an animal or to mistreat an animal. Absolutely not.
Should be right on the top.
I don't. Like I said, myself, I have 6 dogs. Good evening, Mama Bear. Like I was saying, I have 6 dogs. My youngest one is going to be 6 months old. He is half Great Dane and half Saint Bernard, and he is bigger than my Thor. I also have 9 cats, which are very, very well taken care of. All my animals are very, very spoiled.
And the one we got was skin.
The one we did get, which was a roommate that moved in with us. When he brought him to us, he was nothing but skin and bones. So, we got him fattened up, Well, this gentleman that our roommate said, he's bisexual or whatever. And he left the house for 3 weeks. not making sure that the dog was going to be taken care of. Didn't make sure it had food, but I'm not going to let the dog go without food, nor will Tammy. So 3 weeks later, to continue, the boy calls me up and says how he's coming up to New York to get his shit and his dog. And I said, well, your shit's going to be out on the front porch, but your dog, you don't have a dog. That's my dog now.
No.
It is what it is. I don't care. People can look at me like I'm a dog hoarder or whatever. It is what it is. But my dogs are taken care of. My dogs are not locked up in kennels. My dog is not locked up in a one, you know, in one bedroom. My dogs have the run of the house. Yes, they might get a little destructive. We buy them blankets. Tammy gets some blankets all the time. They play tug of war. They rip them up. We throw them away. We get them new ones. You know, so it is what it is. They have toys, they have treats, they have bones. They have anything they want. And yes, they do probably eat better than most kids. They get treated well. Beth Dan, do a show and tell, please. Show and tell of what, Mike?
I won't do it right now.
What?
The picture of the dog.
Oh, you want to see?
One's not gonna be in there though.
Yeah, the one's not going to be in there. The one that's not going to be in there is the newest one. But Tammy will definitely put a picture up of the dogs. But other than that, hopefully everybody's day was good. Yes, Tammy will do that as we speak. A1. She's going to put some pictures of the dogs, and then when we get home, I'll make sure she takes a picture of the newest edition, and she will show you. Like I said, Ace, he's the youngest. He'll be 6 months old. He is half Saint Bernard and half Great Dane. He made like Mama Bear and Connie have seen Thor on camera. But Ace will make Thor look small. Okay. So onward. You know,
Wow, I can't.
Tammy came across a post or video of Dippy Doodah about having a dog rescue. So then Tammy came upon another video of Dippy Doodah walking her dogs, but you can't see the dogs. You can hear them walking. You can hear her talking to them, but all you see is grass. Oh,
There is one video with her
okay.
talking, yeah.
Okay.
I happened,
I
she
didn't
turned
see
around
it.
and I seen a dog in a kennel, so I started looking.
Okay. So that's what got Tammy going, because she, you know, seen a dog in a kennel, and then Tammy, you know, like Tammy said, there's a time for it and there's a time now. But that'll be in a future live. Oh, Ace is very, very beautiful. A1. He's very beautiful. So, you know, Tammy was listening to this live of Dippy Doodah, and I can't leave the Doodah out. Just saying, because she is a Doodah. Walking her dogs and everything. So when she started saying certain things, Tammy started really catching on, and Tammy's wheels got turning. Because like I said previously, hello, Angel on Earth. Tammy has dealt with the dog rescues. Not in New York State, but in different states. And yes, there are dog rescues out there that are very, very shady. Okay. But as soon as Tammy brought up something about the 501c, she deleted Tammy's comment and erased that video. So what is there to hide? If you call yourself, like, within seconds, okay? So needless to say, what are you hiding? What is there to hide? You sit there and claim that you have a dog rescue. Okay. What's the name of it? What's the name of your dog rescue? Okay. Oh, you restreaming me now?
I don't know. I'll check in a minute.
Yeah, I'm sure, Mr. You know what? It's funny how you bring that up, A1, because Tammy just brought it up. Just pulled it right up because of his little trolls in here, which we're not talking about Andrew tonight, so I don't care. And just to, just in case he is listening, just to set something straight, Andrew, I heard something that you said earlier about that this is between us and not the significant others. Well, you know what? Sorry to bust your bubble, buddy, but Tammy was brought into it. So now their significant others can be brought into it. Okay. I don't give two fucks about Dippy's husband. I don't give two fucks about Lip's husband. Every man that fucking Rose ever been with is probably passed on or whatever the case may be. And don't get me going on your significant other. Okay. So if you guys don't want me to bring up significant others, then leave Tammy the fuck out of it. Then it can be just between us. But until that day comes, game on, motherfuckers.
No, they don't.
That's what I got to say. Okay. So let's go back to Dippy Doodah. Okay. Miss Dog Rescuer. Okay. So there's certain rules and regulations that you have to follow. If you want to become a legit dog rescue, there's that form, there's that thing called a 501c. Okay. Which we're going to get into that. Okay. And just like A1 said, we like bringing up others, significant others. Or no, not Tammy didn't say that, but, Andrew did. So I'm bringing my significant other to do all my research while I'm doing research. Okay. And just like A1 said before, Tammy, she's the brain. Because you put something, she hears something, and she just goes to town. Well, I don't know who this Gwen Knoll is, but who's Tammy? Well, Tammy is none of your concern. But if you're one of Andrew's little trolls, Andrew will tell you exactly who Tammy is.
I tell them I posted pics.
Just to let you know, guys, Tammy did post pics for A1, and I believe who else asked for pictures, but they're on there. You can go back and check.
One there says,
Oh,
standing.
yeah, I already said that. I already answered that. But we're going to get into a little. You might want to stick around for a little bit because just in case I need stuff pulled up. All right, so we're going to get into a little bit of facts here. Okay. It's called schooling time. Hopefully, Dippy Doodah, you're listening. Okay. To legally operate a dog rescue in Sanford, North Carolina, you must comply with North Carolina Animal Welfare Act and local ordinances, including obtaining necessary permits and licenses, such as potentially a kennel license. You'll need to file paperwork to form a nonprofit, acquire a federal tax ID, and ensure your facility meets zoning and nuisance regulations. Additionally, you must follow state and local laws regarding pet limits, tethering, and potentially rabies vaccination requirements. Okay. So there's that part. Okay. So you probably don't have a tax ID number, federal tax ID number. You probably don't have a kennel license because it doesn't matter if it's private property or privately owned, your property, rented property, doesn't matter. You still have to follow laws. Okay. This is what protects the animals. I'm not quite sure if your family or anybody that that have, it's under their name. But I mean, until you can prove the right documentation and the right paperwork and shit like that, I call bullshit. Okay. State requirements for North Carolina. North Carolina Animal Welfare Act. This is the primary state law governing the care and treatment of animals by organizations. So the question is, do you consider yourself as an organization? Do you consider yourself an organization? That's the thing. Board of Agricultural Standards. The Board of Agriculture establishes standards for the care of animals at shelters and kennels, which a rescue must meet. Did you hear that? Which a rescue must meet. So you call yourself a dog rescue. Okay. I don't know what you're smoking in that pipe or rolling up in that blunt rolls or whatever the case may be, but I would definitely buy something different because it's really fucking with your head. Okay. See, you people think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay. I know how to do research. Tammy knows how to do research. Okay. Local ordinances and permits. Permits and licenses, Dippy, Doodah. You will need to determine if Sanford or your county has specific permit or license requirements for operating a rescue, such as a kennel license. Boy, that kennel license just keeps on popping up. Just keeps on popping up. Why is that? Federal tax exemption. Apply for 501c nonprofit status with the IRS to be exempt from federal taxes. Okay, there you go. There's that 501c again. Animal care and handling. Vaccination and sterilization. Comply with state and local laws regarding the vaccination and sterilization of animals in your care. Are your animals spayed or neutered? Are they caught up on all their rabies shots? All their shots. See, people don't like it when, they're the big ones. They're the big ones that want to thrive on facts. They want to thrive on receipts. They want proof, but any fucking proof that any of those cocksuckers fucking put up, especially fucking
trying to say that's not updated shit.
especially with fucking lips. She puts Facebook user. Nobody knows. How do we know that that's not somebody else saying shit like that? Okay. Okay. Oh, I know I don't. Key steps. Okay. Number 1, Dippy Doodah. Research local laws. Contact the Sanford Animal Control or the county that you live in, Animal Services, to inquire about specific local requirements, including any potential kennel licensing, pet permits, and nuisance ordinances. My goodness. What is that keyword again? Kennel licensing. Pet permits.
I've already had two rescues shot down. You want us to go there?
Okay. Form your organization. And I hope Dippy's listening because I can really give 2 fucks because my goal is to shut your fucking dirty ass fucking mouth up and shut your fucking dirty ass down. That's my goal because I know what county you fucking live in and I will make fucking every fucking phone call I possibly can to send them to your fucking house. Okay? Fuck with Munch. Munch fucks you back. Okay? Develop policies. Create your mission statement, bylaws, and operational policies, ensuring they align with all legal requirements.
Now he's going to try to come after us because we have more than 4 dogs, but he's wrong on that amount.
I don't give a fuck. My landlord knows I have 6 dogs. So doesn't the fucking animal control officer. Do your calls, Andrew. Fucking scumbag motherfucker. Okay? You don't like it because I'm coming at one of your little fucking minions.
He's more pissed off.
But, okay? Maintain compliance. Stay informed and compliant with ongoing legal requirements, including annual filings and license renewals. How is it that all this license comes up in almost every fucking sentence? How is it? You want to call yourself a dog rescue, but you can't prove to anybody that you are a legal dog rescue. So explain that to me.
So how does she get her
So
money?
prove to me that you're a legal dog rescue. If you can prove that with your name on it and it's up to date, I'll leave you the fuck alone. I won't say another fucking word about you. Okay? But until that fucking day comes, I'm gonna guarantee that I'm gonna shut you the fuck down. Okay? Tammy's already had 3 rescues shut down, and she can prove it. So let's play games, motherfuckers. Okay? Guess what? Remember the song in the beginning? Munch is back. Okay? Back again. This is the Munch you don't want to see. Okay? So, needless to say, I can find out your actual address if I really want to. Okay? I can find out your legal address and where your house sits and the property that it sits on. Okay? Okay? But, here, I need you to look up the other thing too. But, I know what county you live in. You live in Lee County. Okay? Okay? You live in Lee County. So keep on playing. What song is it? None of your business, Shadow YVB, whatever the fuck your name is. And Andy's fucking little minion.
What else was I supposed to do?
Look up all the 501c shit for me real quick. Pull that back up because I think I saved it. Pull it back up. So there's facts. I just read it. Everything's up to date, Andrew, because you think everything is out of date. Your food is out of fucking date, okay? Your ass is out of date. You guys are always on that shit about proof. When proof gets provided to you, you still have something to say about it. I can give you all the proof you want, but you're still going to come out with, that's not up to date. That's not up to date. Listen, that shit's updated every 6 months to a year. Okay? Laws for animals do not fucking change. They just add to it and they get a little bit stricter. Okay? So, round 2, fuckers. A 501c is a type of nonprofit organization in the United States that is exempt from federal income tax. To receive this status from the Internal Revenue Service, an organization must be formed and operated for specific charitable, religious, or educational purposes. So, the educational purposes, are they being used? Are your animals being used for service dogs? Doubt it. Doubt it. Okay. Continue on. Purposes of a 501c organization. According to the IRS, 501c tax exemption is granted to organizations that serve one or more of the following purposes. Charitable. Activities that relieve the poor, advance human rights, or lessen the burdens of government. Religious. Churches and other religious institutions. Educational, which none of you motherfuckers have any. Education. Schools and other institutions that advance education. Okay? Scientific research and discovery. The only scientific research they're going to do with your dogs is they're going to be able to do a research on them and tell you that they're all fucking inbred. Okay? That's what they're going to say to you, that they're inbred. Okay? Library, the advancement of literature. Well, I don't know how that's going to work for all you guys because you guys can't spell right half the time. You guys can't speak right half the time. So that might work out for you guys. Okay. Now just remember, Andrew, you've asked for this. Okay. You've asked for this. So now I got to put your fucking people on the spot. And I'm going to do each and every fucking one of them. Trust me. Public safety, testing for public safety, amateur sports, fostering national or international amateur sports competition. Okay. Prevention of cruelty, preventing cruelty to children or animals. Okay. So that's some of the purposes for the 501c organization, which I know she does not have. Okay. I know they don't have it because they're scammers. Okay. Just like you, Andrew, this morning saying something about the Cash App bullshit. Every little bit helps. Or was that last night? I don't care. Like I said, I'm not in this to make money. I can give two fucks about making money off of this. My goal is to make sure that assholes don't get away with this shit.
You have her right where I wanted her.
Okay? Now,
Andrew's now looking up laws in New York.
that's New York. That's New York. Andrew, get on the program, buddy. Get on the North Carolina shit.
We had an open case for one dog and they know we
Okay.
have those 6 dogs.
So benefits of the 501c. Tax exemption. The organization is exempt from paying federal tax and may be exempt from state and local taxes. Tax deductible donations. Donors can deduct their contributions to the organization on their federal tax returns. Grant eligibility. The organization becomes eligible to receive grants from government agencies and private foundations. Public trust. 501c states lends credibility and demonstrates to the public that the organization is legitimate and transparent. Postal discounts. Nonprofits may receive discounts postal rates for mailings. Okay. Like I can go on and on and on, for, for the evening. Okay. You live in North Carolina. Well, Andrew's looking up his New York State, which if you really think about it, the 501c goes from state to state to state to state to state. The 501c don't change. It's your county and code enforcement rules and regulations. Okay. It's the nuisance laws. It's the ordinance laws. But bet and believe, okay? Bet and believe I'm going to make some phone calls fucking tomorrow because I will have your address by 12 o'clock tonight. And guaranteed, I'm going to have people at your fucking house checking on your fucking animals. So, needless to say, you might want to call people tonight to get your fucking dogs out of there to prove to them that you don't have all them dogs. Okay? Because it's scumbags like you that ruin it for people that fucking care about animals. Okay? I can give two fucks what Andrew's doing right now. This is about you, Dippy Doodah. You motherfuckers are jokes, is what you are.
He wants to call, go ahead.
Okay? Andrew, you can call whoever you want to call, buddy. You want to know something? I'll call the Board of Health on your fucking ass, you cockroach-infested fucking scumbag. Okay? Okay? Then I'll send them to the school. Then I'll have them fucking pull up all the fucking CPS reports on your fucking asses. Okay? Let's go there, Andrew. Let's go there. I don't care. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. Okay?
No.
You can't hurt me.
Because he knows he's doing live on him, so he's just talking.
You can't hurt me, Andrew. You can restream me all you want. You can't hurt Munch. But Munch is definitely going to hurt you. I'm going to get you right in that little sphincter. Okay? I'm going to make your asshole pucker right up like a fucking Gumby goldfish. Okay? So I hope I hope you're proud of yourself because this is what you brought out. Just couldn't leave it alone, could you, Andrew? So now I get to play with your little minions. I like minions.
Take my dogs, take my dogs.
Each one, I'm gonna flush down the fucking toilet like it's a fucking panda goldfish. Okay? That panda goldfish ain't under fucking no protection, is it? Except swimming in the fucking water.
Because he's on paper. He's the one that was being investigated. Yeah.
Okay? But you bring this out of me. You bring this out of me. So, all right. Let's go. Let's see what else. Okay.
Well, they already know.
Okay.
The dog officer knows we have.
How to obtain the 501c. The process of applying for a 501c recognition includes incorporate the organization, establish the organization as a corporation, trust, or association at the state level. State level. That means it has to be at the state of North Carolina's level. Okay? You got to get an EIN number too, just to let you know. And then there's a bunch of other shit. So let's go there. Like, really, come on, guys. You guys want to play. You guys just want to play. Andrew, you sit there and you threaten people on fucking YouTube. You're fucking retarded. You're fucked-hearted.
He wants to call the AC right now.
Call the AC. I don't give a fuck. Tell them to come on to my house. They've already been there. Dumbass. I tell you what, you call the AC, I'm calling CPS. I'm gonna have them investigate you. Yes, it's a lot of paperwork, A1, and it's a very ongoing thing. You just don't get it in a snap of a finger, like going to renew your driver's license. You go in there and you get a new picture taken, and you don't really want the new picture taken because the picture that they took 8 years ago or 20 years ago, now you got to update your picture. So you're like that much older. So you want to keep that older picture of you because you look younger. I've been there. I had to do that. I just get a kick out of people when they don't think that I'm smart enough to do this investigation and find out certain shit. And yes, Mama Bear, you're very correct. All paperwork has to be in order. So needless to say, Dippy, doodah, you don't have a 501c. You do not run a legit dog rescue. Your animals are not for educational purposes at all. So should I continue? Or do you want to stop this now? Okay. So you guys keep on, coming at Mama Bear and all that bullshit. Well, the more you come, the more I come. And my loads are a lot bigger than yours. Trust me. Animal hoarder. Absolutely right, Tina. Absolutely right. You guys can sit back there and you guys can flip out. You can fucking bug out. You can fucking call me every name in the book. Guess what? I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm just proving a fact. I like it when somebody challenges me to something or sits there and says how we're going to let this go. We're just going to deal with the small drama shit. Turn that down. But then they want to continue and then it just gets a little bit higher each time. No, Mama, I can't share my coffee. Next time you come up, though, I will make sure that you know how to operate one of the single serves.
Tell her that I may not be in North Carolina, but I know North Carolina rescues that I can associate with.
So listen, if you guys want to keep on playing around because she's not in North Carolina, she can get a hold of some rescues. But I'm going to guarantee you right now, you mark my word. I will make my phone calls to people in North Carolina tomorrow. Lee County. Okay.
She doesn't live in the county.
Lee County. Oh, honey, I can get your address. You want me to pull it up? You want me to pull it up? You live in a 2-bedroom trailer, maybe a 3-bedroom. Okay. Not a bad piece of lot there either. Okay. Not a bad piece of lot, Deb. So you might want to call your friends and come get your dogs. Okay. I hope they're all caught up. I hope they're all caught up on their vaccinations and their rabies. I hope you got the proper shelter for these dogs. Okay. You guys wanted to play. You guys wanted to play. Well, guess what? Guess what? Like I said it before. Like I said before. Munch is back. How you like me now, fuckers? Huh? I'm going to get me a fucking doll made up, a bobblehead. That way I can send it to all my people that I like. That way they can put it right in their fucking windshield. And when they hit a bump, my head bobbles. Okay? I love every one of you. How about that?
Check over there saying
That's right, Tina. Don't fuck with dogs. Heartworm meds and yes, absolutely, A1. Absolutely. You know, so that's my question. You know, if she's a rescue, then she should be able to provide the documentation, the proof that she's a dog, that she's a legit dog rescues. Okay? She's not. She's a hoarder. She's a backyard breeder, is what she is. Yes. My 1 or 2 dogs might have came from a backyard breeder. My Thor, I met the mother. Thor's mother is 100% Mastiff. The father is Pit Bull and Black Lab. Okay? I've had Thor ever since he was 7 weeks old. And Thor just turned 3 years old, September 25th. Grizzly, he is a mixed breed. But he's still my buddy.
He's gonna try to dox you, and someone said don't because you're angry right now.
He can dox me all he wants. I haven't said anything. He can dox me all he wants. Good luck, fucker. I don't care. You want to try to get me banned? Woo! I'll just start another one.
Don't dox because you're mad. What Wonder Woman said. And tell him thank you for deleting my messages.
Yeah, thank you for deleting the other messages, but don't worry, we got them. We screenshotted those fuckers. See, Andrew, you wanted to play games. He wanted to play games.
I'll send you.
And like I said, I'm going to take each one of yous out one by one. I'm going to prove something on each and every one of you motherfuckers. Okay? But it's people like Dippy that give real
rescues
a bad name, a bad rap. Because there's a lot of good rescue places out there that really care. If they dox you, you can strike his channel. Okay, that's nice. Well, I'll have to definitely make sure that Mama Bear teaches me how to do that shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, but there's a lot of decent people out there that do rescues and are legit. They take pride in what they do. Like I wish you know what? And I might take my father up on this offer because my father also told me because everything is paid for. My father don't owe a dime on nothing. Okay. My father told me that if I find a piece of property and if I like it, if I can do all the work in the house myself, he'll buy it. My goal is I want enough property to where I can actually pour concrete and have radiant heat floor and build a shelter for dogs. Not just my dogs, but other dogs. Because, Andrew, unlike you, I have a heart. I care about animals. Okay? I care about animals. You don't care about yourself. You wish death on your wife. You wish death on your kids. You wish death on this one. You wish harm on that one. You know, you're a joke. Munch, who is the idiot Andrew and this dippy doodah and the laws in Jersey City are all the same here. Yeah, basically, yeah. No matter state to state, Ed, you got to go. You got to get the 501c if you want to run a rescue. But supposedly they're smart. You know, supposedly Dippy's supposed to be smart. I don't know if she's got a college education, you know, or what. I don't know what the fuck if she graduated school. If she did go to college, what did she go to college for? Pill popping? You know what I mean? Seriously, come on. I'm just to that point where I'm not going to deal with idiots anymore. And this is what you've done. You know, it just sucks that I had to do it this way. You know, it doesn't matter what I look up on the internet, Andrew. You pull shit up on the internet all the time. That's probably how you learn how to spell half the big words you fucking use. Looking them up on the internet. Oh, she went to school for dental? She should have. Because let me tell you something. She needs some grill work.
Because he's saying that's 1, 2, 3 because of how you explain something. You didn't think.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he could dox you.
Andrew, you can dox me all you want. I didn't say nobody's name except yours, Andrew. Okay? Panda. Or should I say panda? Or did I say? Yeah, I didn't say your last name. I say Dippy Doodah. Then you got Roro. Then you got Lippy Lips. Then you got Pandy Pandy. Okay, there you go. Dox me. Come on, dox me. Because I'm going to strike the shit out of you, motherfucker. And it ain't going to just be through YouTube either. I'm going to get you where you really feel it one day. Trust me. Like I said to you before, it's going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me, my friend. Oh, listen. Ouch. Ouch. I know it hurts. Listen, I'm hurting them where it hurts. It doesn't matter. I mean, I would love to have Dippy come up on my panel right now and explain to me if she's got a 501c. I would really like to know. I would really like to hear all this information. You know, if she's got it, prove it. If you're running a fucking dog rescue, prove it. Give me facts. Give me proof. Give me documentation. Don't black out shit. Just black out your address or your street name or whatever the case may be. But I want to see your name. I want to see your shelter, your dog rescue name. You're going to have an EIN number. Okay? Prove it. Prove to me that you run a dog rescue. Because then I can get other dog rescuers involved and they might be able to help you. But since you took this a little too far and since you like to run your flap trap, I ain't helping you with shit. Now it's my goal to shut you the fuck down. And yes, 501c's are public knowledge, A1, and there's none listed for Heather Thompson or Dippy Doodah. I mean, I don't care, honestly, because I did look up her name.
Say, hey, KK, I'm not angry. I'm just speaking truth.
I don't know who KK is.
She's on Andrew's live saying that you're angry, you need something to eat.
Oh, KK, I'm not angry. I had a, listen, Tammy's dad cooked me an awesome mushroom, onion, cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato. It was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. You know, so they want to strike me, they can strike me. But yes, 501c is a public knowledge. And no, she is not listed as any, listen, none. We've already looked it up. Yes, Tammy's father cooks very, very well. He actually was a cook. So if you want to prove to me that you are a legit dog rescue, show me the documentation. Don't go file for it tomorrow because it's going to be a process.
He's got a lease. I think he's got a lease of doing research now or calling somebody.
Let him call. Listen, there ain't nobody home. There ain't nobody off. Listen, really? Listen, I tell you what, when you call Andrew or when you have a Lisa call on yourself too. I tell you what, I'm going to call the Board of Health tomorrow and have them come into your apartment. So you better fucking really deep clean it tonight, you cockroach infested fuck. Okay? Because it don't bother me. You can make all the calls you want. Okay? I'm not the one that left cats on 97 South Judson Street. Okay? You guys have walked away from cats. You guys have left cats behind. Not once, but multiple times. Multiple times, Elisa would have cats. She moved from one street to the other street, and they had to move in shopping carts, and they left cats behind. How do you get animals and leave them behind? You want to go that route? Come on, because we can put it all out on the table, buddy. Come on, we can put it out on the table. How nasty your litter boxes were. There was so much shit caked up on them to where you were lucky if you were able to scoop them. Okay? Cats pissing and shitting on your bed, in your clean laundry, on your wife's clean work clothes, in the dirty baskets, in the bathroom, in the kitchen sink, in the bathroom tub, in the bathroom sink. Okay? You want to go that route? You want to go that route? There. I just spilled all your beans out on a table and I got more. You want to see more? We can play this game all night. We can definitely play this game all night, my friend. I don't care. I don't care because you can't hurt me. There's nobody going to take my animals. I'll tell you that right now because all my animals are healthy. And let's speak about animals, okay? Oh yeah, I'm sure he did leave. Yes, I believe he did, Beth Ann, say something about he left something out and that it poisoned his cat. That yes, I can see that. Because they're not clean people. You know, they have such a roach-infested apartment. They had to start using poison and stuff. So the cats would get into everything. You know? So let's speak about animals, Andrew. Okay. When I moved out, when Tammy and I got the apartment, okay, what cat did I take? I took Flower. Flower was Kay's cat. When I took Flower, she was pregnant. Now that I remember, prior to that pregnancy that I had to deal with 4 kittens that I actually got very, very good homes for, and I also kept one myself. How many litters of kittens did she have before then? Because all you guys would allow those male cats to do is piss and spray over on everything in your fucking house and just breed. The one cat died in the bathtub. Okay? Flower had to step up and be the mother to her kittens because she was sick. Because you guys were too fucking cheap to take her to a vet or you couldn't afford it. Okay? So let's go that route. Trouble, which her name was Cleopatra or whatever the hell it was. Clover is the mother of my Trouble. Okay? Trouble I took while Clover was my cousin's cat. And you let your cats mate with her because you couldn't keep her locked up or you couldn't keep them the male cats away from her. Okay? My Trouble, because I took Trouble, has 3 broken spots in her tail because your children wouldn't leave the kittens alone. And when she would try to come out, they shut her tail in the door. Okay, and Connie just made a good point. They are more worried about their wants instead of their animals' needs. Exactly. You hit the nail. You hit the nail right on the head
He's putting the one cat in the camera saying it's filthy.
when it comes to that. Okay. They put their needs, their wants in front of their animals' needs. Okay. Their animals' needs. Their animal needs. I need a connection map. I don't need shit. How about you go somewhere else and go troll over with Panda's crew there, buddy? Whoever the fuck you are. Okay. If any of my mods want to take him out, please.
Yeah, because this isn't about drama.
Because this isn't about drama. This is about facts. Okay. And his bullshit, I don't need it. So, what happened to the cats that got left behind? That you claim got out? Okay. What happened to those cats? Ask your wife what happened to all the cats that they left behind over there on what's the street there across the street from Nafes? 4th Ave? That's 4th Ave.
Okay.
That nice big house with the big yard. They moved in shopping carts to Yale Street and they left cats behind over there. All right, thank you, A1. Thank you, Mama Bear. What happened to those cats? Ask your wife what happened to those cats. See, you guys get cats, you leave them behind, or you let them out because you don't want to deal with them anymore, and then you get more. Or you get a female, you breed your males with them, and it's just overbreeding. You're another one. You overbreed the cats. How many litters of kittens has poor Flower had? You want to know something? I've had that cat for over 2 years. That cat is in the best health she's ever been. And she was older than Morris and Oh. She was one of the oldest cats in the house. So you want to talk about animals? Come on, bring them on. They'll see that all my animals are well fed, well taken care of. Can you say that about yours? Yeah, I know. So you want to go elsewhere with this? Where do you want to go with this, Andrew? And tonight wasn't supposed to be about you. It's about animals. Unless that's right, you consider yourself as a panda bear. You're an animal. Yes, I had a Siamese cat, A1, that lived to be 20 years old. And that's all I was ever raised around was Siamese cats. Speaking of cats, let's get this one now. The one cat that they had got pregnant. For the fact is because somebody was moving, one of their friends or whatever was moving, and they needed a place for their cat to stay, which was a very, very beautiful Himalayan Siamese breed. Beautiful cat. Beautiful. I mean, when I tell you beautiful, beautiful. Ended up getting one of their female cats pregnant. I think that's the one that actually passed away, if I remember correctly. Because they didn't take her to the vet. You know, she was sick. You know, I think she could have been saved, but they just let her die in a fucking tub. 2 of those kittens came out all white with blue eyes and everything. I took those kittens. I gave them to my mother. Okay, I gave them to my mother. Those cats are awesome. They're a couple years old now, healthier than a horse. But when I did take those kittens to my mother, the one's eye infection was so bad that it cost my father $180 for medication to clear it up. And you want to know what my father said? He didn't give a fuck how much it cost as long as it saved her sight. Can you say that, Andrew? Can you say you would spend $180 on one cat other than bullshit? Can you? I've spent more money on bullshit than you ever did in your fucking household. Okay? But this is about animals tonight. Animals. So if you want to consider yourself as an animal, then you can take this to heart. Because you know what? All animals deserve a good life. You know? You want to call yourself a pet owner? You're not a responsible pet owner.
Can't wait to see what this bitch has got to say. She says, can I go there?
You don't know how to be a good pet animal, a pet owner, honestly. Just like I said, when I went to Connie's for that 2 weeks or 3 weeks, when I came back, my Thor was not right. Something happened to my dog while he was in your care. Yeah, your cats are healthy, Andrew, as much as the fucking rabbit down the fucking street on the corner. Your cats are as healthy as the fucking crack whore that lives in Jersey. How about that? Huh? How about that? But honestly, your cats probably have more teeth. There you go. See, I put it out there. So see, you guys get me going. You guys want proof. I provide proof. And you don't know how to accept it. You guys just don't know how to shut your fucking flap traps. You want to keep it going, which is fine with me, because I'll just pull up more shit. So really, really do your research. Have Elisa, since she sits on her fat ass all day, okay? Do research. Go to that state. But just remember, the 501c goes from state to state to state to state. Just isn't specifically for one state. It's for all states. Okay? So make sure you mention that. Make sure you rewatch this fucking live over and over and over again to get the information you need, because I'm going to come back with more. Because I can play this game with you all the time, buddy. I can do a live once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. I don't care.
You got him, so now we gotta go. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, I gotta clean out the trailer. Today's Wednesday.
Andrew, do I got your panties in a bunch? Do I got your little fucking pink G-strings fucking twisted right around your nuts, fucking pulling it up like a fucking noose? Huh? The truth hurts, Andrew. That's what it is. The truth fucking hurts. You should not own animals. You should not own not a fucking single animal. Okay? My dogs, my animals live better than you do. Make sure you come back with the proper fucking research. Documentation. Oh, yeah, he's live, Connie. Yeah, it's not fluffy, buddy. It's fucking fat. Trust me. That bitch is a fucking shamu. Okay?
It's a wonderful life in our neighborhood.
Andrew, I don't think really anybody wants to look at your wife's ass, for the fact is because they can't miss it when it passes by. All due honesty. Okay? Andrew, are you pulling the kids into it now? So come on, let's talk about Flower, Andrew. How many litters of kittens did she have? Because she at least had 4. She had at least 4 or 5 before I took her. And God only knows how many she had before then, because I believe it was your sister that had her, that gave her to Kay. So God only knows how many litters of kittens she had. Okay. She was pregnant when I took her. She's never had a litter of kittens in my house of my mistake. Okay. I took her when she was pregnant and I found homes for those kittens and I kept one. Okay. So when you want to come at me about animals, come at me about animals. You're not gonna hurt me. Okay. You're not gonna hurt me. Doesn't bother me. I can laugh at you. All right. You're pathetic. Your crew's pathetic. Okay. Because they can never provide the proper documentation or receipts or facts or anything like that. Okay. Everything that I've said I was going to do, I've proven. Okay. I've proven. Just like you still haven't admitted that, okay, are you on the case or not on the case? Okay, because 3 people are not going to get that much EBT for one. And if you're on that case but not listed as collecting food stamps, then why are you getting soda? That means you're taking away from the children. So I know you're getting more than $800, $900 a month. Okay. And it is against the law. Okay. It is against the law to send food to a totally different address. Okay. Because I do have the list of items that were purchased and delivered to that address. Okay. I've checked into that just to let you know. I double checked.
I'll send you.
I even triple checked. Okay. I triple checked and I'm right. It's illegal. So if you're not collecting food stamps on her case, okay, then you're taking away from the girls. Okay. But I can almost bet that you're on that case legitly. Because like I said, you guys are collecting anywhere between $800 to $1,000 a month. Okay. I'm not stupid. Like I'm not just your fucking Yahoo that comes off the fucking street that does not have an education. I may act stupid. Okay. I may play stupid.
They never seen the side of you.
But I'm very, very far from stupid. See, nobody's ever seen this side of me before. Guess what? Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sober Munch. The one that's not going to take no fucking bullshit from nobody. And I'm not going to be the one that sits back and listens to them, Panda Crew, bitches, minions, whatever the fuck anybody else wants to call them, fuck with any of the girls that I deal with, that I talk to. Doesn't that suck for you, Andrew? Because I really don't care. If you ever want to grow a set of balls, if you ever want to prove to me that you're a fucking man,
He's yelling at her.
Then come out and play. Please. I'm inviting you. You know, you sit there and said the other night, Andrew, that drama sells. Okay. I'll agree with you to a certain point. Okay. Drama does sell. Okay. You of all people should know that. Because that's all most of your lives are, is drama. Or restreaming somebody else's life and flipping the fuck out or acting the way you do to sell. That's what you do, to sell. Okay. Me, on the other hand, I don't need to watch anybody's live. I don't need it to restream to where I got to pause it and comment or say something on what was said. There's just things in my head that stick in my head that I'm going to pinpoint. Okay. Things that I'm going to pinpoint.
And now that you're sober,
And now that I'm sober, I can think a lot clearer. I can think about what I'm going to say before I say it. And I like that. I like that. I like the new me, to be honest with you. There's just a lot more of new me that everybody's going to see. See, I think you were expecting. Question from Beth Ann. If he lives in the house and is not on the case, don't they go after the other parent for child support? The way it works up here is if he lives if he's on the case, he can be listed on the case. He doesn't have to technically collect food stamps, but he'll be listed on the case. But being that they're legally married, he has to reside there, or they will go after him for food or child support, which he does owe child support for the one daughter that resides with him, unless the wife abolished that. I know that for a fact, Beth Ann, for the fact is because when my daughter came and lived with me, myself and Tammy had to be put on her case because she resided with us. She only collected food stamps for herself. We were on the case because our address was her address, is what it was. But Andrew's not going to sit here and tell me that he's not collecting food stamps. I'm smarter than the average bear, okay? He's going to take the fucking county for whatever he can get. Okay? For one, he's on Medicaid Fidelis or Medicaid whatever.
Well, Angel, I'll take one of the ferrets.
Okay? Angel, do not tell Tammy you have ferrets. Please, she wants one so bad. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. Was just asking. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I gathered a bunch of information, Beth Ann, and the thing is by law, they cannot have food delivered to another address. You know, somebody came out with the comment of, well, they can legally have that food delivered to the address for childcare, a childcare provider. Okay. That's very true. That's very, very true. You can absolutely. If that address was a childcare providing address, okay, which is not. The girls are 14 and 12. Andrew is a stay-at-home dad. So why do you need childcare? It's not like you have a 5 and 6 year old or 3 and 5 year old and you and your wife have full-time jobs. So where does the childcare come in to play with that? It doesn't, because it's bullshit. I love doing this shit. Don't bother me. Connie, not if the stink sack is removed, and mine had theirs removed. Oh, geez.
By law, they have
Will you stop? Listen, Angel, knock that shit off with the ferrets because Tammy keeps on coming out of the goddamn room. You tell her if she wants to get rid of one, I'll take one.
Tell Beth Ann that 420 is calling her a liar, and so is Munch.
Who's calling who a liar?
420 is calling you, and that's Ann liars.
Oh, 420 is calling myself and Beth Ann liars. So Beth Ann, I'm going to make you a mod for us. Wouldn't a child care address need to be? Yes, technically it would have to be registered. You're absolutely right. And 420 can run her mouth all she wants. I've already researched this. I've already spoken to, like I said in a previous live, where I go for some of my groups is actually St. Mary's Clinic in Amsterdam. Okay. Certain people have to have their worker come over there. Tammy, you should have a boy and girl because just because they are fixed, the female will need to mate or she will die. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I'm not having a litter of ferrets. If they're both fixed, then I'll take 2 of them that are fixed. So when I'm in these groups, caseworkers will come in and they have to update their things with the facility because there's certain people that are required to. Mama Bear, Tammy's sending you something. I don't know. It's something about, I don't know. You and I, that's what Tammy just told me about 420. That both you and I are liars. Probably something to do with the EBT shit. But anyway, so the caseworkers will come over because they have to do a report once a month. Okay. So they will sit down with people, and if people have questions, you can ask them, and they'll give you their professional opinion, and they'll tell you whatever. So just for shits and giggles, when this came about with the EBT shit, the next day just happened to be the day that these caseworkers were coming in. So I pulled one aside and I asked them about that, about the different addresses and stuff like that. And they told me that is totally illegal. That is considered EBT fraud. I have the proof. I still have the proof. Okay. The order was done in Elisa's name, but delivered to a totally different address. Yes, we have to black out the EBT numbers. Yes.
By law, they have to be fixed anyway.
Okay. But they can pull up the last 4 numbers and see whose name legally is on that case. But it is illegal. It is illegal for what they do. So I'm blocked over there. Ask Don and Candace where they put their daughter. Yeah, my Tammy, if you have just a boy, he will be calmer with a female. Munch, they are fixed, but the female needs to mate. Mine are both fixed. Why do I have to have a female that needs to mate? Well, she won't die if she doesn't mate, will she? Or do I have to have 1 litter of ferrets? See, in New York, I don't know how it is anywhere else. In New York, you can't buy an unaltered female or male. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to that EB stuff, I mean, I did my research. I did my homework, because I wanted to know, I was on my daughter's case. Tammy was on my daughter's case because she resided in our house. Okay, I could see where it would be fraud because how does EBT know if they aren't sold EBT benefits? Well, no, because they made the mistake of having it delivered from Walmart. And now with all these deliveries, now everybody has to take pictures and everything. I have that. I have what sits in front of her door. I have Elisa's name up there. I'll have Tammy go back through them, Angel. And you can just call me Munch or Rob. So I have that proof. I have that evidence. I proved it. Just like tonight with the dog rescue. I gave information.
Tell her I had 4 at one time.
She had 4 at one time, Angel. Food stamps are sold on the street. Oh, yes, absolutely, A1. I see that every day going through the clinic. Somebody will need a pack of cigarettes or they'll want a soda or something like that. And they'll say, oh, I got $50 left on my EBT card. I'll buy you a pack of cigarettes if you can give me this much cash or trade off. It's done that way all the time. I see it every day. But they're still purchasing it. You know what I mean? But they're not having it delivered to a different address. There's a difference.
They have to get permission from that, for that house.
Okay, they have to get, you know, that household has to actually be put on the case. As a child care provider. And like I said, the girls are 14 and 12. And Andrew is stay-at-home dad, remember? Stay-at-home dad.
I used to be a privately DSS babysitter.
Okay. My mother was a registered daycare provider. She ran a daycare out of her house. She was a licensed daycare provider. And a few of the children that she babysat for, their families, single mothers, collected food stamps. They would allow so much to be purchased for those children per month through the food stamps.
Read that last.
Okay.
Second to last comment from Jessica.
Blackwell, holy shit you have from recording threatening you with CPS. Unfounded case equals lawsuit. Yeah, okay. I love lawsuits. Please bring the lawsuits on, Andrew. All right. I got a very, very good Italian lawyer. Come play. I got the money for a lawyer. Okay. You don't. Who you going to get? Martin Harding and Mazzotti? Huh? You might want to stop your shit there, Miss Blackwell, because I know a little bit more about the laws than you probably do. Okay? So, onward. Because that's bullshit. We'll put that on the back burner. Because that's where they belong, is the back burner. So yeah, the EBT shit it's a big corrupt thing. It most definitely is, because you see it every day. I see it every day. You hear about it, you know. And then you have people that just misuse it. You know, I understand. I probably, you know, honestly, I could probably sit here and tell you personally, I probably understand why she did it. But just the expression on Andrew's face when I did it and when I said it was fucking priceless. And then he has the balls to bring the 14-year-old daughter in that room and tell her what I did. And she states, I'll kill him.
So he'll die.
No, I'll kill him. So, like I said, I like to play. See, I don't need to call anybody. I don't need to call the cops. I don't need to call. Listen, you're going to fuck yourselves. Yes, Italians are. You got to be Italian then, Angel. Because you did laugh my ass off first. And then you said Italians are fun. My ex-wife was Italian, okay?
An angel with an Italian.
23 years with that Italian woman. Is there more coffee out there or no? So yeah, needless to say, I know a little bit of shit. You know, I'm not stupid. You know, they think I am, but I'm not. You know, if this was the old Munch, I probably wouldn't be doing this. But I'm just so fed up and tired of all the cockamamie bullshit with these fuckers.
They start.
Munch, have you ever heard the name? Yes, I've heard of the name Coletti. My lawyer, my personal lawyer, he owns a law firm in where I'm from, Ravenna, New York, and then he also owns a law firm down in Florida. So he practices in 2 states. Well, the 2 states that I've ever had him represent me in. He might even be in other states. I'm not sure. But it's a family affair. You know, it's his last name is Biscone. And then I also deal with another Italian guy, Joe Vertello, and Near Eyes. Very, very good Italian lawyers.
Lawyer would rip you in a ass for 20 cents.
Yeah. I got an Italian lawyer, you jackass.
Jessica's like, you're on a freaking computer, dude. You're no one.
Yeah. Look at you guys. You're going to sit there and say that I'm on a computer. I'm no one. Look at you guys. You guys are panda tough guys. You're panda minions. Why don't you guys all dress up in fucking costumes for Halloween? Okay? Andrew will be the big panda, and all you little pandas will be behind him, following them in a row like mommy and ducklings. Okay? I love how people talk shit. Listen, if any of Panda's people were face to face with me, they wouldn't know what to say. They wouldn't know what to do. They would not know what to do. Not one single one of them. So put that in your little crack pipes and smoke it, you little minions. Okay? Because none of you, I mean, all the shit you guys talk, all I hear, it goes in one ear and out the other. I can give two shits about what you say. Okay? I've probably been around the block a lot more than the Panda crew has. Okay? I know my shit. If I don't know it, I'll research it. Or I'll call somebody and find out. My ex was Italian and his last name was, I think he was from New York. Oh, my lawyer, yeah, that's where my lawyer started out of, was New York City, down to Manhattan and Brooklyn and shit like that. He's been, well, I put it to you this way. The very first time I ever had him represent me, I was 19 years old, and I'm 53 now, and he's been my lawyer ever since. That's how good he is. And for anybody that wants to know, yes, that was a bad charge that I received back when I was 19 years old. It is a sealed case. Nobody can ever find it. Did it include illegal substances? Most definitely. Back then, you know. Am I proud of it? Absolutely not. You know, my ex was Sicilian Italian. Bethan. Sicilian Italian. Whew. That's a combination. The Sicilians are mean. But I haven't met I see it. Let me rephrase myself. I haven't met an Italian person yet that hasn't been mean. But I tell you what, my lawyer, he's a pit bull in court. He don't play. But he doesn't get paid the money that he gets paid to just walk away either. Okay. And for Miss Blackwell, whatever the fuck her name is, you know, with the lawsuit and CPS, that's fine. But I'll make sure that the CPS gets called. Okay? Since your girl Beth Ann, or not Beth Ann, I'm sorry, Beth Ann, since your girl Miss Blackwell wants to run her flapjack. Okay? So no matter what you guys say, doesn't bother me. I can really give two fucks. That's a good one, Connie. You know what the Italians say? We kicking Sicily out of here. Oh my God, only you. Only you, Connie. Only you.
One of these nights he's gonna get his wife to get up on piano.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I tell you what, you get your wife up on panel, maybe I'll get my ex up on panel. How about that? I'd have a better luck of seeing God. But you know what? I do believe in God to a certain point, okay? But I don't have Lucifer tattooed on my chest for nothing, okay? So you wanted to bring out the devil in me, Andrew? Guess what? You have. You definitely have. But it's okay. It is definitely okay. So, like I said before, if Miss Dippy Doodah claims to have a rescue, I would like to see proof. I would like to see legal documentation, updated documentation. Why don't you prove that your animals are vaccinated? They have their rabies. They have the proper housing. They have proper food. Enough food. Do they get exercise? Do they have a kennel? Because this all goes into local ordinances. Okay? See, Andrew, you think I don't do my research, and I do. I really do. You know, as much as you and Elisa are on the wifey is on the computers, you know, you would think you would do research about shit that's been said that you know that's going to get brought up. You say drama sells. Well, this ain't really drama. These are just facts. And that's what I'm trying to prove. Facts. Yes, vaccines. I mean, that's a big thing. I doubt they have it. I doubt they even have rabies shots. Jesus Christ, you can go to Tractor Supply and do the shots, all the shots yourself. The only one you cannot do yourself is rabies. You have to take them to a vet. I have all vaccinations for dogs. All vaccinations. We administer them. We administer them ourselves. I buy all my shots right from Tractor Supply, and I've had very, very good luck with them. But I also contacted a veterinarian that I personally know. As a matter of fact, I know 3 personal veterinarians, okay, that my family on both sides have dealt with for many, many, many years. I've dealt with them when I lived home for many, 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 many years with my cats.
Be nice. He's flipping out.
Okay. And I told them what I was going to do, and they said that those shots were fine. So let's prove shit. Let's prove shit. I'm not claiming to run a dog rescue. All my dogs, they're my dogs. I'm not going to call it Munchie's fucking doggy rescue. What do you want me to do? Call it Munch's fucking dog daycare? Really? Come on. I'm not Italian. I'm Irish, Indian, British, Scottish, and German. Angel, I am Indian, Scottish, and German. My great grandfather was 100% Scottish. My great grandmother was 100% Indian. So, like I said, Dippy, you want me to believe that you run a dog rescue? Prove it to me. But I know what you're going to say. I don't need to prove shit. I know what I do. Okay? Well, you sat there and said that you can pick your hours. You can pick your shift. You can go into work anytime you want. A 2-hour shift, a 4-hour shift, a 6-hour shift. You can do a 2-hour shift here, 2-hour shift there, 2-hour shift there, 2-hour shift there. Okay? Are you making enough money to provide the proper diet for these animals? Bunches of Munch's dog run. Laugh out loud. Exactly. Really, Connie? Really? Your 6th great grandfather was Alex. No shit. Okay. If you're considering yourself as a dog rescue, you should have no problem providing the proper documentation and to prove yourself, to prove me wrong. Okay. And I'll admit that I was wrong. If you can prove that you run a legit dog rescue. Because if you do, you can do fundraisers. You can get grants. You can get volunteers to help you take care of your animals. Not once have I ever heard you say that there were people there to take your dogs for a walk. Not once. I walk my dogs all the time. Do you want me to start walking them down past your house? That way you can see them? I'll go from the smallest to the biggest. So, as I said, Dippy, if you want to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. But I can almost bet I'm not. Munch's Pound Town? Really, Connie? Oh my God. What is wrong with you? I know there's nothing right with you either. I already don't even have to answer it. You don't even have to answer it. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'll be more than glad, to admit that I was wrong. But only if you can prove it to me. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Because you can't. You most definitely can't. So the ones that I feel sorry for are those animals. Okay? I feel sorry for the animals. Because they're probably locked up in cages. They don't deserve a life like that. And it's, and the thing is it's, I'm not agreeing with the way the Amish do it either, but I can see that you probably do it the same way. Cages upon cages upon cages. These dogs are probably sitting in their own piss and shit. It's a shame because no animal deserves to be treated like that. Kind of like Andrew and his, the way he treats his cats. They get left behind. You know how many times I bought cat food for their cats? But they don't say that. They don't say what Munch did good. They always try to pinpoint what Munch has done bad or has done that they didn't, quote unquote, agree upon, but we're right there doing it with me. Okay. Yes, dogs need to run. Absolutely. And like I said, we walk our dogs, they get their exercise. I wish I just had a bigger piece of property to where I could let my dogs run a lot more, what that's the future. That's the near future. And when I say near future, that's very near future. If my father has it his way. And I didn't ask my father. Okay. I don't need to beg or put up on my panel that my internet's due. You know what? My internet's past due. I can give two fucks about my internet. We have more important bills. Okay. Internet is an accessory. Bills are a necessity. The vehicle is a necessity. Truck insurance is a necessity. Okay. Going to work every day is a necessity because I have to pay bills. It's just like Tammy. Tammy goes to work every day. To do what? Pay bills. So what bills do you have, Andrew, since you went on your live and said that not one bill is in your fucking name? What bill do you pay? Not fucking one. Okay? Not one. My parents are awesome, A1. My father's 73, my mother's 72. And I'm very, very thankful every day that I still have them here. Yes, it's a luxury. Internet is a luxury. It's not a necessity. That's an accessory, a luxury, it is. Andrew's always worried about his luxury shit. Their cell phones haven't been turned off. How are they paying their cell phone bills? How are they paying their internet bill? Like, how are they affording tobacco and tubes? When they run out of soda, how they run into the store? Oh, that's right. When they run to the store, which that's going to change October, I believe. I believe this month that it changes. There's no more soda or snacks allowed for EBT. So, oh my God, Andrew, what are you going to do when you can't get 4 more cases of Mountain Dew? What are you going to do? You know, it's sad. Take care of yourself and take care of your responsibilities. You know, take care of your responsibilities. You know, it's sad because you know what? There's a lot of people in this world. Oh, who's John Pierre? Did you know I met Jesus Christ? Yeah, well, whoever the fuck you are, you can get the fuck off my panel too, you little troll. Just to let you know, John, we're not here for your bullshit. We're here about serious shit. So you can take your bullshit and go join the Panda Crew because you probably are one of the Panda Crew. Okay. So you can come in here and troll all you want. I really don't care. Okay. Andrew, you know, you have fish. If you properly take care of those fish should be fed at least once a day. You don't go 3 days, 4 days without feeding your fucking fish. I've had fish. Thank you, A1.
I'll be able.
I've had fresh water. I've had salt water. Salt water is very hard to take care of. And I had thousands. When I tell you I had thousands invested in salt water, thousands. You know, I probably spent more money on saltwater tank than you've spent in the 37, 38 years, 36 years that you've been alive. Okay. Just to start up a 30-gallon tank cost me over $2,500. So don't talk to me about fish either. Okay. What other animals you want to talk about, Andrew? You want to talk about hamsters and gerbils? I had them too when I was growing up.
What about the turtles?
Huh? What about the turtles that you had that either died or you fucking rehomed them? What happened to rehoming your fish? You know? Oh, that's right. You were cleaning out the tank for your donor for her guinea pig or whatever the fuck you gerbil, whatever the fuck it was. Okay. How long is that thing gonna live? Seriously. So let's like I said, have your girl Dippy prove it to me that she runs a legit dog rescue. And then I'll apologize. But until that day comes, I ain't apologizing. Because the truth hurts. The truth definitely hurts. You know, you, Lips, Dip, Row, and whoever else is on your panel always comes out with that bullshit, receipts, facts, documentation, and all that. How is it that I can prove that shit, but you guys always try to flip it around? I can prove that shit, but not once have I seen you prove shit. The only thing I seen you prove, which was this morning, is when you got done whatever to you through YouTube.
Got
Okay.
it. So now he's smoking pot.
Okay. It doesn't bother me. We can play this game all day long. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm guessing he flung the fish out with the bathwater, probably, or he flushed the fucking things down the toilet.
Nobody cares about your fucking animal.
You know?
Morons. 420.
You know, 420 has no idea what the fuck she's talking about, Andrew. So, if I were you, I'd shut her the fuck up because she has no fucking clue. Tell her to go smoke some more.
That's the black says, I know that 420. He talks like he's the town sheriff or something. We got to get you a badge.
Hey, you know what?
You and Ernie can
Hey,
get some stuff
you
together.
want to know something, Miss Blackwell? When I had a camper at Deer Run, okay, I knew so much going on with that fucking campground that they called me the mayor. Okay, I'm not a sheriff. All right, 'cause I would never consider myself a sheriff. I have a lot. I have a lot of family in law enforcement. Can you make me coffee? Tammy, did you say he's smoking pot? He said earlier that he doesn't do that anymore. Oh, I don't know.
I just got proof.
Oh, look at that.
He's smoking a bowl right on camera.
Smoking out of a pipe. Smoking out of a bowl right on camera. Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, I already got it all.
See?
Better watch out, White. He might stick wifey on me.
So Andrew, I love it when you restream me. If you can get more views out of that, have at it, buddy. If you can make money off of it, have at it. I don't care.
You care more about views than we do.
Yeah, you care more about the views and all that bullshit than I do. I get views, I get views. I don't. I don't care. Like I said, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this just to aggravate the fuck out of you guys. Because this would have never started. Okay? This would have never started if you guys didn't have an issue with me talking to Mama Bear. Remember?
Mama Bear's way better
Okay.
person than they'll ever be.
Okay? It would have never started. But you guys had to start your shit. All I did was state my opinion. Okay?
And what was that opinion?
Okay? I didn't specifically put out years, dates, or whatever the case may be. I stated my opinion. I stated my opinion was, do I truly believe you know more about the Summer Wells case than what you're telling people? Yes, I do. Because your stories never fucking coincide with each other. You always contradict your answers. You're full of more bullshit than a bull can shit out in one day. So what other games you want to play? I mean, of course, I can't play games with you all night, Andrew, because I do have to go to bed. I do have things I got to do tomorrow. I do work on my sobriety. I do make money, unlike you. Except go on YouTube and say, oh, I need the cat litter. Oh, I'm a little short on my internet bill. Oh, the wifey don't have soda.
Jessica Bell goes, if you play the game all day long, how do you have time for the animals? Munch. It's called putting the phone on the table. There's not just me living in my house. It's me and my girlfriend. So my animals are very well taken care of every day. So you don't need to worry about my animals. Would you like to see pictures of my animals when I get home? Because I'll be more than glad. There's pictures on your
Okay, there's pictures on there now. You can take a look at them if you want.
They're pretty.
They're pretty, pretty, pretty doggies. I bet you they're better looking than you.
We have pretty good control over those dogs.
Dogs listen. Dogs listen good. Okay.
I let them all loose and they came back.
I can take every dog outside. Okay. Every dog outside without a leash. I can let them run up to the stop sign and I call them and they come back.
We have witnesses.
I have witnesses. My downstairs neighbors will tell you that. Okay.
Oh, no.
So when anybody wants to pull anything up on me, just make sure you have the proper evidence and proper documentation. Like I said, if you want to see mugshots, I can get them from the time I was 19 till last year. I can pull every one of them up. You want to see my arrest record? I'll be more than glad to post that too. Okay? I have no problem with that. Am I ashamed of what I've done in the past? Absolutely. But you want to know something? You live and learn.
you get older, you quit drinking, and you think a little bit more clearer now.
This real quick. Jessica.
Oh,
Jessica.
mm.
Flirt with her.
Jessica, why don't you show me a picture of yourself? Come here, Jessica. Oh, Jess. Come here, baby.
I need to start going with the ball.
That fucking, listen, that Panda Cruise is fucking pathetic. A joke. You guys should, listen, you guys ever think about going to Funny Bones and Crossgates Mall? You guys could probably be one fucking good comedian show that night. I might even pay to fucking go see it. And as a matter of fact, I'd do one better. Everyone that's on my panel, I'd fucking pay for them to come up here and go see it with us. How about that?
Oh, they actually called me your wife. The one reading him the chat is his fucking wife, Tammy. She's a real winner.
She's a winner. She is a winner. Tammy is a winner. Absolutely is. Thank you for noticing that. I greatly appreciate that. Whoever said that on Andrew's panel, I greatly appreciate that.
Or no, 420.
420. I believe I mean, from what I'm gathering from you, you belong on that same level as Roe the Hoe. Okay. Are you another one of those fucking chihuahuas without no teeth? Do I got to stick an enema up your ass to make you fucking shit out all over fucking Roe? Huh? I mean, serious. You guys have no fucking clue what you guys are talking about. You guys believe Andrew's fucking bullshit all the fucking time. So you guys are just as pathetic as he is. Okay? Because Andrew is the biggest bullshitter, biggest fucking liar, and the biggest fucking scam artist that you'll ever fucking meet. And this is why I'm here today. Okay? Because he got exposed because of his bullshit, his lies, his scamming. Okay? You want to talk about scamming? Ask Andrew about him and his son fucking scamming everybody out of all that fucking money. Okay? Yes, that gaming computer, his wife did buy. His wife did buy with tax money. Okay? That second computer, he probably bought from all the fucking scamming money that he got. Okay? So let's not go there.
Even Hunter believes.
Okay? That's pretty fucking sad when you got to scam people to fucking get shit. Scumbag. You're pathetic. He should do sales. Sales of what? He ain't gonna fucking do porn, I tell you that. You know what kind of porn he can do?
Call somebody.
Huh? You know what he can do? He could set up, he could start a fucking site of his own. It could be animalporn.com, kitty in labor, or grannygrinder.com. That's what he can do. Sure, seriously.
I see that.
He can do that. I think I have faith in him. I think he can make a lot of money with that.
No, I see that.
I think he can make a lot of money with that.
Okay. So stupid.
420. Are you jealous? Come here, 420. Come here, 420. Huh? Yeah, he can suck on popsicles for cash. Oh, I don't even know. Listen, Connie, if he sucks on a popsicle, what color is it going to be?
Back when we were
And what is going to be the shape of that popsicle stick? Or that popsicle? Okay. I can just imagine what the shape of that popsicle is going to be for him to suck on it. With all due honesty. Okay. So we can keep playing, Andrew. I have no problem with that. How much more you want to play? How much more shit you want me to dig up? Huh?
only going to get better.
How much more info do you want me to get? Let me know. I tell you what, your homework assignment for tonight is make a list. Check it twice, because I'm going to check to see if you were naughty or nice. Okay. A1 comes out with the red rockets. How did I know you were going to come out with the red
Oh, I'm
rockets?
on his. I can't see. What did she do?
Connie said he should suck on popsicles. He might get cash. And I said, well, it all depends on the shape of it and all that. Well, A1 comes out with red rockets.
Fucking A1. No. You're not A1. That's why I love you.
You know, so needless to say, it is what it is, you know. He can talk to anybody he wants. I don't care who he talks to. Anybody he talks to doesn't put no fear in my heart. Listen, I bleed red just like every other man. My hump pumps blood just like every other human being. Come on. I haven't met anybody up here yet that has ever put any fear in my heart. Nothing like that. Now that I'm sober, woohoo, I don't know. Because when I was drunk, I was retarded. I was stupid. I was stupid when I was drunk, but I'm smart. I'm sober. I'm sober now. So that's a whole different ball game. A1, she says, I am a true blonde. Laugh out loud.
I mean, her will get along.
You and Tammy will get along just great then.
Look, I have my moments.
So, where else do we got to go with this, Andrew? Do we still want to keep playing? You know, you got 420 on there running her jabber jabbers.
I almost guarantee you,
You
Munchie
got-
has a bigger dick than Andrew.
You got whatever the fuck her name is, Blackwell. Got her under there, you know. Do you guys, I mean, do you have these people under a spell or something to believe your bullshit? All due honesty, I mean, because it's like you attract them. You must put a live out there to where you just suck them right in and you can keep them. You got like fucking claws in them or something that you don't want to let them go. You know, you said you wanted to, to stop this, that drama sells. But you just keep on causing more drama. I'm okay with that. Okay. It's okay whoever Andrew's talking to because it don't bother me. Whoever's on his fucking live right now or whoever's on he's talking to, let me tell you something. Ain't none of these motherfuckers will step to me. Not fucking one of them. And I really, really wish they would. Because there's just so much frustration. You know, my therapist told me that I should probably get a punching bag or a speed bag or a body bag or something. You know, I was thinking about that, but I don't want to wake up the neighbors. I don't want the neighbors thinking that I'm beating the shit out of Tammy. You know, or beating the shit out of my dog. One of my dogs. But yeah, I mean, I take life with a grain of salt. I live it day by day because my time on this earth is not guaranteed every day. So does anybody else want to talk about anything? Anybody else have any questions? I mean, I think I did pretty good with my research. I think I proved some stuff. I think I read off some stuff. Now I just, like I said before, you want to go whole, Munch? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I do. So I provided some shit. I read some shit off. Those are facts. So if she's legit, prove it to me and I'll apologize. But, Dippy's got a problem with Munch because
of what happened between Connie and I, or what I did to Connie. That's something that had, you know, that's between Connie and I. It wasn't Dippy that was laying in bed with us. It wasn't Dippy at that house with us. So what concern of it is yours, Dippy? And you know, the thing is Andrew made the comment the other night that, you know, he doesn't know where the girls get their shit from, or whatever the case may be. I know where they get their shit from. You feed them the bullshit, you tell them bullshit stories, you tell them bullshit lies. Just like it came down to, you're the one that told them that I'm the one that brought all the alcohol in the house, and I'm the one that brought all the booger sugar in the house. You never admitted your wrongdoing. You never admitted. You just admitted that you did it. But you never admitted your wrongdoing, your wife's wrongdoing, or Jeff Fafa's wrongdoing. Okay? So why don't you admit that? Why don't you admit to that? I've admitted to me what I've done. I've admitted to everybody what I've done. But you can't admit what you've done. Because you don't want your panel to look at you any differently. You do not want your moderators to look at you any differently. Because then they're going to find out the real, true Andrew. That the real, true Andrew is a piece of shit. You mentioned me of being a driver to Tennessee. You guys are the ones that sent the information or did whatever with Rose horses to Mama Bear. So what started all this bullshit? Well, what originally started this bullshit was when you found out that I was talking to Mama Bear, and you guys decided to go on YouTube and run your fucking flapjacks. I guess that's not working out too well for you. Okay. And it probably is not going to work out too well for you in the end either. Sorry to say. Okay. So I've been on here 2 hours. I didn't really expect it to go this long, but I just wanted to bring a little information to my fellow people, to my fellow YouTubers, to my fellow moderators, which I greatly, greatly appreciate. I know I missed a couple of them tonight. I noticed that Suzette wasn't on. I noticed that SS Brown Baby wasn't on. Of course, my girl Act Right, but I'm sure she'll watch it. Mama Bear, she was in here for a little while. I know her back was hurting her because she got whacked by the dog. She had a big bruise on her back. So hopefully Mama Bear's feeling better. I love you, Mama Bear. Love all you guys. But with that being said, it's time for me to get off because I do have to get up early in the morning. I got some things I got to take care of. But until the next time, love you. I'll be back on. I might do a short tomorrow, just to touch base. But thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the comments. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And to all my moderators, I love you. Thank you.
We'll have a couple more.
Have a good night. Night, night, everybody.
Love you guys.